Hey you guys, it's Moonlander back with another horror movie review. And today we're going to be looking at the new movie Amityville, The Awakening. Now this was released in October, and I've seen it on VOD, available for rent for a while, but I kind of put it off because it's PG-13, and I just didn't think I would like it, and I finally rented it when I couldn't find anything else I wanted to watch, and yeah, my instincts were correct on this one. So Amityville, The Awakening is about a single mom with two daughters and one son who is a vegetable. And they move into the Amityville house. Now the mom does this without the children being aware of the history of the house. And now the main character of this movie is a teenage girl who is an awful bitch, basically wants to pull the plug on her brother who died by falling out of a window while fighting for her honor. Now she learns the history of this house from a boy at school, and this guy just happens to carry around a DVD of the original movie. As she learns the history of the house, her brother comes out of his coma and starts making communication with the mom and her. As her brother gets better, her suspicions about the house and her mother's motives for moving into this house grow. Now, the things I liked about Amityville, The Awakening, is that this movie did frighten my wife at times. I guess she found it scary in some way. I mean, I didn't find it to be scary, but she did. And I enjoy it when she gets scared during a movie. And now, at one point during this movie, this boy that carries around the Amityville DVD collection in his backpack convinces the main character that they should watch the original at 3:15 a.m. in her house. And I thought that was kind of a cool idea, but they don't do anything with it. So the things I didn't like is, well, it scared my wife. I found the scares in this movie to be cheap jump scares.
Sorry, I just wanted to talk to James.
I'll give him a kiss.
And there's quite a few of them where they play loud music suddenly and somebody's standing there. There's a lot of that type of scares in this movie, and I just don't care for it. It relies too much on them. And I don't think I could get scared during this movie because I wasn't emotionally involved with this movie in any way. I didn't like the characters and I didn't care about them, so I wasn't afraid for them. And I would like to say that I think this movie was aimed for mostly a teenage female audience. Just the main character and the storyline, it just felt almost like a Lifetime type of story.
Home sweet home.
It looks great. Besides the fact that I have to move to a completely new school and start all over again.
We moved here because St. Alklin's has the best neurological department in New York. This house is going to be good for James. I love you more than anything in the world.
I mean, you got the single mom with the twin children and the sister with the twin brother who's a vegetable. Brother fell out of a window because he was fighting this guy that leaked nude pictures of the sister on the internet. And their dad died, of course, from cancer. And I mean, it was just a little much for me. And the last thing I would like to say that I didn't like about this movie is they bashed the Ryan Reynolds Amityville horror remake. And now I might be one of few, but I liked that one. I thought it was a good remake. I mean, I'm a big fan of the original, but the remake I thought was it was like a strong horror movie, and I enjoyed it. So, but it doesn't have a good Metacritic score, so I don't know. I must not be in the majority on that one, but I like it, and they even say how remakes suck when they bring the movie up. So my final thoughts on Amityville The Awakening is I did not like it. I really feel like this is aimed at a female teenage audience. And now if you're younger, you might enjoy it. Or maybe your wife will, because I think my wife did in some way. But yeah, not me. So I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10. And I just wouldn't suggest watching this. There's nothing special about it. So, you know, unless you're a humongous fan of all the sequels of the Amityville horror, yeah, don't bother with this one. Alright, you guys, I'll see you on the next review.